And so, Jim Riley, Joe Zilla, Gary Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man, Pitted Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, um, uh, Steve Jones, Doug King, Bernard LaChance, and Perlita. Is it supposedly your right to survive to like try to is it evading the death penalty for your mass genocide and your terrorist attack on the hospital or something there, Perlita? Or maybe have a past incident? See? Like your hillbillies running through 3 or 4 times, running their cover up. So supposedly, Perlita, if you're like the greatest being in the world with Taco Indian Joe and his lie, and then you know the Negroes, be careful, because people are going to actually question that and scrutinize your right to survive, Perlita, when you guys didn't care about other people's right to survive. That's Perlita's bitten, so she makes bitten people and makes up stories with Bernard de la Carney over meth and heroin and crack and coke. So remember, Perlita, Bernard, Duck King, Elton, Ellery's Can't Do It, Bit It, Steal It, A Bit It. Your whole premise and your whole theme, country and western Karen, Joe, Taco Joe, Indian Joe, proves your warfare. And so Perlita's right to survive is to evade the death penalty for her actions, and she knows it with Taco Joe. Get it, Joe? Bridges the rapist, the barnyard rapist, the chair rapist, the McDonald's rapist, the team bed bugs. Ellery's made up story for the crab, louse lords, acid, you know, every excuse that Team Bitted Fat can do. And their, you know, churches, the Jonestown cultist, Joe, England Joe, Robo Rapist Night. And then, like I said, you're anti-Jew, Perlita, anti-Russian. And then, yeah, Team Yahoo, Karen, Don Wiley, Perlita, yelling and screaming with Bernard in his broadcast. Declaring a dictatorship, Mexico, Viva Mexico, or Texas, Perlita, or in Spain. So they're going to question your sanity no matter where you run. So like I said, you guys destroyed a working item to put in your ghetto life, Perlita, the right to survive. And so you're an outlaw too, and you boast about that. Dave, Bellamorad, Perlita, get it? Your group, your right to survive is to evade the death penalty for the things that you've done with Harry. So, Harry, sit there and pretend that they're the greatest beings in the world. But you guys have got yourself in one hell of a predicament for genocide because you guys don't follow history and change your behavior. So they gave it to you, Perlita, but your right to survive is also proof of why Bernard LaChance and the Carney Circus are probably the dumbest fucking shits you've ever fucking had found leadership with. Okay? Whispering faggot to Fairmount, GPS Night, Joe. You're broadcast inside the server and through a chip placed in people's bodies trying to claim people that are not yours. Psychopath trying to claim a computer system and dial that's not his for their right to survive when there's nothing wrong at all. Stealing from the Hiltons or the Rothschilds or the Bowmans or the Kennedys. Get it, Joe? Bridge. All this stuff that you guys have done for her right to survive. Oh, look, Bridges put in Perlita because he actually raped my sister and me and my wife, and so he's trying to put Perlita in as the one, and she runs off like some idiot. And then that's why she's mass producing children, because she's a moron. That's why you look like a prison dyke, Perlita. Because, guess what? Joe Zillig's father probably found out, my great-great-grandmother found out that he was a piece of shit with his 3 daughters. So, Joe, prison life and looking stupid is what you want. Guess what? When you fuck people over like the military and Microsoft and Apple, Harry, see when you fuck that shit over and you're Carney Red with Bernard de la Carney and his lies, see, prison, I'm never going to go back into behind those cells again. And, you know, Google and YouTube and Intel and Lockheed, and you know, when you fuck over that many people, Taco Joe, Bridges, and then go after the wrong fathers repeatedly over the risk game, people start to figure it out. Nightmare broadcasts from San Francisco all the way down for Perlita's right to survive. So you keep running, Perlita, like Bonnie and Clyde. But that's a shitty life. So now we know that Harry's whole scam is, supposed to try to be the greatest military leader in the world with the BB-4. But really, you guys run a rapist sex cult, faggot cult, for the delusional comic book boy, the Antilla Man, and his, his failed scheme.